Alright guys, here we go with Zurgo, Helmsmasher, EDH, Commander, whatever you want to call it. He's definitely one of my favorite generals that I've built. A lot of fun, very effective. The idea behind the deck is that we're trying to get through with 21 commander damage as reliably as possible. So it's basically effects that boost Zurgo, give him double strike, second attack phases, a lot of removal for other people's creatures, just to ensure that he gets through, give him unblockable. Alright, so he has to attack each combat. Not a problem. He's indestructible as long as it's our turn, which helps out a lot if we're trying to board wipe or anything like that. And if he kills a creature, he gets +1/+1 counter. The haste and the 7 power is basically what we're looking at here. That's the main theme of the deck. So get him out early, smash for 21, and we're all good to go. Alright, first we have the lands. I think I have 37 lands total. There's about 10 basics. Take these out of here. I'm sure nobody really cares about the basic lands. There's not really any rhyme or reason to my mana base. It was just what it evolved into, and I never really had a problem getting them out. So got a lot of color fixing. Here's the red whites. These two are proxies just because I had them in another deck. That's why they look weird. The black reds we're getting into now. Try to snap that less so it's less annoying on camera. Getting into the black white. Pain lands, filter lands. Not much of a reason I'm running Urborg, I just like it. We're not running coffers in here, and helps the mana effect sometimes. Most of the time, I just like to see it. Bojuka Bog, definitely. Always run Bojuka Bog. Helps get rid of your opponent's graveyards. A lot of graveyard recursion and things like that. Disrupt their plans. Shizo, gives Zurgo fear till end of turn. Helps him get through on decks that aren't running black creatures. Like we said, we want him to be unblockable. Get through for that 21 as often as possible. Shinka, the Blood-Soaked Keep. It's red, doesn't come in tapped. Might be useful to give Zurgo first strike every once in a while. There's a lot of things that give him double strike, so he'll automatically have first strike, but just in case. Got some fetch lands. Or any color lands. And the most important one, Rogue's Passage. Best land to give Zurgo unblockable, so he can smash face. I think we have 12 mana rocks total in here. Help us get out Zurgo as fast as possible so we can start swinging. Soul Ring, Worn Power Stone, Mana Crypt, Mind Stone, a little bit of card draw if we need it. 3 signets for that color fixing. Talisman, Cold Steel Heart. I just like the 2 drops. Yeah, it comes in tapped, but you can choose whatever color, and it's only 2 mana. A couple of the 3 drop any colors. Get that extra mana off that charge counter on Coalition Relic. Chromatic Lantern, just in case we don't have the right lands we need, or we have utility lands that aren't providing us with colors. Now we're getting into spot removal. Get other creatures out of our way. Make it so that Zurgo can get through. Put that to exile. Return to dust, just in case we have some pesky artifacts we need to get rid of, or enchantments. Mortify, enchantments, or creatures. Utter End and Vindicate for universal permanence. Ulamog, Ceaseless Hunger. Exile 2 permanents. He's also indestructible, and we can blow up our opponent's libraries when he swings. One of the other few creatures in the deck. For the most part, we're just trying to get through with Zurgo, so there's only a couple other creatures in the deck. Getting into mass removal now. Crackling Doom, best Mardu spell, definitely my favorite. 2 damage to each opponent, and they sack the creature with the highest power they control. Very useful. Love that card. Regular, just mass creature removal. Day of Judgment. Merciless Eviction doesn't really combo with Zurgo because it would exile him on our turn, even though he's indestructible. But every once in a while, you gotta exile a lot of stuff. Decree of Pain, just for the additional card draws. Austere Command, just in case we need to get rid of a lot of artifacts and enchantments. Chandra's Ignition is great on Zurgo, just because he's 7 power, does a lot of damage to your opponents, and pretty much wipes the board. Key to the City, we could discard a card up to board. Target creature can't be blocked this turn, and we could possibly draw cards off of it as well. Alright, we got Order and Chaos. Order comes in handy every once in a while, but mostly it's for Chaos so that they can't block our commander. Dothi Embrace, give our creature Shadow. People have a hard time blocking them. Not a lot of people play Shadow creatures. Spirit Mantle, protection from creatures, makes them slightly bigger. Get through, can't be blocked. Swiftfoot Boots, just in case we need to give them hexproof. We're afraid of removal, anything like that. It already has haste, that doesn't really help, but we can attach it also to Ulamog or one of the other couple creatures that we have in here, just to give them haste. Ride Down, destroys a blocking creature and gives him trample so that all of his damage gets through anyway. Great card. Whisper Silk Cloak, really just that he can't be blocked. The Shroud can kind of bone us every once in a while if we're trying to cast a spell on him and give him double strike. It doesn't let us do that, but he's unblockable, and other people can't kill him with their spot removal. Assault Suit, most fun card in the deck with Zurgo. Throw it on, pass him around the table. Your opponents get to swing at each other, and it's still general damage for you. Fire Shrieker, just to give him double strike. Relia the War Leader gives us another attack phase, and she has haste. Get a little extra 6 damage in there. Boros Charm, little protection for him. Somebody casts a spell on him, tries to destroy him on their turn, give him indestructible. Otherwise, we give him double strike on our turn. Overblaze, excellent card. Each time permanent we deal damage, deals double that damage. So if he has double strike, we get 2 hits, double damage, 1 shot. We have 2 attack phases. He does double damage each attack phase. Great card. Sunforger, can pump him up a little bit, mainly so we can unattach, tutor up something to give him double strike or something like that and get through with him. Silverblade Paladin, just another instance of double strike when they're soulbound. Or soul bonded. Tainted Strike, it's only 8 damage by itself, infect, but we have other ways of pumping Zurgo. Or your opponents happen to be swinging with 9/9 or bigger, just instantly give it an infect and they hit another opponent, takes them out of the game. Savage Beating, because of course. Double strike, additional combat phase, everything we want in this deck in 1 card. Seize the Day, get that additional attack phase, and we can flash it back. Duelist Heritage, excellent card, gives Zurgo double strike on our turn. Next turn, one of our opponents swings at another opponent, we can give their creature double strike. Just double strike all around the table. Bruce Tarl. In case you haven't noticed, we like giving our creatures double strike. He comes in or attacks, double strike, and lifelink until end of turn. Onward to Victory, possible 1-shot with Zurgo. First we double his power, and then from our graveyard we can give him double strike. Alright, we're getting into a little bit of protection. Stranglehold, just to disrupt some other people's stuff that they might try to be doing, searching their libraries. Got decks to take a lot of turns. Not with Stranglehold now. Not of This World, perfect for protecting Zurgo. Cast for free since he has 7 power. So they go to target him with spot removal, just counter it. Little protection for us. Ghostly Prison makes it harder for people to attack us. We don't have a lot of blockers. Lethal Vapor is a cute little interaction. We cast Zurgo, he's indestructible on our turn. This tries to destroy him, doesn't do anything. Other people try to cast creatures. Their creatures get destroyed, and if they want to use the ability to destroy this enchantment, they have to skip their turn. Combustible Gear Hulk, just because he's too much fun to not play. Most of the time I feel like people take damage to the face because they're willing to chance it. You might draw 3 lands or something like that. Otherwise it ends up drawing us some cards. 6/6 first strike that draws us 3 cards. Who wouldn't want that? Phyrexian Arena, a little more card draw. Dusk Urchins, another early source of card draw. A little bit of beats. Wheel of Fortune. Refill our hand. Hopefully make our opponents pitch some stuff that they were hoping to be able to cast. Erebos, again, mainly for the card draw. Our opponents can't gain life. Just a little added bonus. Sensei's Divining Top, just a little more card advantage. Filter to the top of your deck. Kozilek, we have in here. It's a big beater, draws 4 cards. Also, so we can't be decked by mill decks, that sort of stuff. Getting into the tutors. Stonehewer helps us get out our equipments, gives Zurgo double strike, hexproof, whatever we got. Our generic tutors, the Empiric, and Demonic, search up any card in the deck. A little bit of recursion. Nim Deathmantle gives Zurgo Intimidate, so if you're coming up against blue or green decks, he can get right through. It does make him a little bigger, and we could always try to get him back. We let him hit the yard and pay the mana cost. Yawgmoth's Will, again, just in case we need to get something else out of the yard. Instance a double strike to finish off our opponents, give them some protection, whatever it is. Helps us get it back in case we already used it or got lost. Alright, and some alternate win cons. We have World Slayer. Zurgo's indestructible on our turn, obviously, so you hit with this, and he stick around. Everybody else loses all their stuff, and most of the time, scoop. And last but not least, Skithrix, just because we love Skithrix. And also, if Zurgo's commander tax is too high, maybe you can't cast them. You could also hope to get 10 poison counters on people with Skithrix to win the game. Alright, so that's been Zurgo. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Leave some comments. Let me know if you think anything could be improved. And you guys take care.